Let's get nuts.
Oh, there. Hit the mic button. I thought I did. Sorry about that, guys. How's it going? How's it going? What's happening? All right, welcome to Film Junkee Live. How are we doing? No, Zach's not showing up again. This is not the Vodka stream. The Vodka stream's every Friday. We're going to talk about him showing up on the Vodka stream. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, okay? So don't think that. I mean, he's, most likely going to show up again, who knows when, but hey. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Hit that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Become a member if you want to become part of the member community. We do a members-only stream after every Wednesday stream, so there you go. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you guys are doing good. All right. Oh, yeah, it's always fun. It's always a good guy. And yes, we'll be talking about that. That definitely was a trigger. A trigger for some people, for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. And again, not again. No. It's just we're going to be talking about his appearance on Friday. There you go. Boomage has it, see? Yeah. There's a lot of, there is some drama and stuff like that. We're going to talk about certain things. Is it just a discussion revolving around it? Yes, that's what it is. I was trying to figure out exactly how to title today's stream. Maybe I should change it up a little bit. I don't know. What the heck is going on with this thing? All right, there we go. Jeez. Why is this doing that? I don't know. I'm having trouble with something right there. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? No, not again. No. All right, so yeah, apparently I got to change the title of the stream. Yeah. Why do you talk shit? No. Please show me where I've talked shit about that. I mean, obviously there's certain Snyder fans that maybe yes, but they dogpile me. So you gotta think about that one too. Sometimes sometimes you gotta push back a little bit with certain ones, but majority of them, no, I do not. But some of them, yeah, they jump on me. What's going on, Eric Z? We got hello, darling. We got that. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. I don't know. There's something weird that's happening when it comes to my little thing right here. I don't know what the heck's going on. Ahoy, ahoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Niner for life. Always good to see you, too. Happy Monday. That's right. Scott is on spring break right now, so he's up in the Smoky Mountains right there, so good on him. Thank you for joining as always. Hopefully you guys caught yesterday's Batman Fanimated stream where we talked about the Lockout, which is an interesting character, interesting episode, great discussion. I helped turn Scott around a little bit on the discussion right there on the episode, which I thought was cool. All right, we got Lane. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Oh, what's going on, Foo Fighter? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, over the weekend was the 1-year anniversary of Taylor Hawkins passing away, man. Forgot about it for a little bit because of all the buzz of, Friday, and then it was just like, ugh. Then it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Yo, what is happening? Why is that? I don't know. I got like a little pop-up window that keeps coming up when I click somebody's thing. Who was in the creche? I don't know what you're talking about exactly. So, and of course we got we got Mama Film Junkee here. Good to see you, Mom. Love you. Let's see who else we got here. All right, let's see. Scrolling. We got Fear Jason here too. Always good to see you. We got Stephanie T is here. Always good to see you too. All right. Let's see. Keep on going. I don't know what's going on with my little chat window. Nope. Not showing up again. We're just going to talk about his appearance. Water. Right now, I guess, Luke, what's happening? What is happening? Okay, who else we got? All right, we got a super chat from Rhett. Like I said, my little thing right here is like my little pop-up window is acting like a dumbass. Anyways, thank you, Rhett, for the $5 super chat. I don't understand why people get so worked up over Zack Snyder on your own show. Some of his fans are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I mean, it's been interesting seeing the reaction to it, especially today. I was like, whoa, okay, but we'll talk about that. We will talk about that. Let's see, we got McNasty right here. The narrative that Snyder fans are toxic or so lame. Every fan base has bad people, but people want to generalize Snyder fans because they hate on Snyder fans. When in reality, Snyder hates haters are toxic. Yeah, I mean, there's that, but I mean, yeah. But at the same time, you know, I deal with some of those people, so it's like yeesh. Yeah, it's just been pretty crazy. Thoughts on Zach's comments about, yeah, well, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking. He didn't seem to be, to close the door, yeah, see, that's the thing. We'll talk about that. That's why we're going to be doing that. Hello, Geo Max right here from southernmost city in the world. Well, there you go. I like that. Sweet. Good to see you. All right. First time here. All right. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Film Junkee Live. Appreciate you jumping in right here. Watch on a replay. John Wick, best franchise. Love Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Love both. Film, Chad, do DC film, I go. Whoa, that's quite a comment right there. I need you to tell me it's going to be okay, Dave. I'm still sad as hell. I couldn't get tickets to SnyderCon. I know. It's going to be okay because there's going to be a lot of live streaming that's going to be happening. So you got to look at it like that. That's what we're trying to look at it like. And, you know, when it comes to SnyderCon, you're going to see the Q&As. There's going to be, you know, Zach is going to be, he's going to be doing some commentary for Man of Steel and BVS from there. It's going to be interesting to see how that is. He didn't say he's going to be doing commentary for Zack Snyder's Justice League, which, you know, we were kind of hoping that he would do that commentary. But I know that since it's at the IMAX theater, it's probably going to be a little bit harder than it would be when it's at the Art Center. So, yeah, it's, it'll be okay. You'll get to see all that stuff. The only thing is, yeah, the personal thing you're not going to get. But like I said, we're going to try to do stuff as well to help out that experience. So, you know, doesn't it feel like, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. With my Twitter, you know, when I woke up to my Twitter, my God. Ask him about the Ayer cut. Has he seen it? Yeah, that is a good question. I wonder if he has seen a version of that. So that would be, hey, how's it going, Lloyd? Good to see you. Yeah, and I even had that. I had that as part of my list, too, of things to ask, and I was going to bring up Ayer. Because Ayer actually retweeted the stream, which I thought was cool, and thank you. Thank you, Mr. David Ayer. I would love to have you on the stream, on the Vodka stream, to talk about the Ayer cut and whatever the hell. So, yeah, but yeah. David Ayer did, in fact, retweet the stream, which I thought was really cool. And I'm just like, just let me know when you want to show up, man, and we'll do it. But, yeah, so, Anyways, okay, so let's get this party started. Let's get to the tweets. Let's get to the tweets and see what's going on in the Twitter sphere right meow. All right, we got everything. Let's see. Boop, boop. All right, there we go. All right, let's see this. And, of course, Mr. Phil Cho right here, who just makes some excellent art. He decided to make a Batfleck tactical art that is the alternate scheme that is, of course, blue, black, and gray, which I think that looks pretty sweet. And you got the gold in there, too, which I thought was cool. So he's kicking ass with his art right there. Follow Phil Cho. Good stuff, good stuff. And you know what? Damn it. Scott, we forgot to mention this. Yeah, don't look at Twitter. I know, Steven. Especially your Twitter. Jeez. Let's see. Xfear. You see the Vodka streamed graphic I did on Twitter? No, send it to me. Respond to the initial tweet for this stream right now, where I asked for questions and whatnot. Respond to that and show me that art. But yes, I should have wrote a note down. Did not write the note down, but yes, R.I.P. Michael Reeves, who has wrote many episodes when it comes to Batman the Animated Series. We should have talked about this. So sadly, we didn't get around talking about this. Totally blanked on that. But yeah, may he rest in peace. Michael Reeves. Yes, like as you can see right here, the Batman the Animated Series Twitter says, sad news. It's been said that Michael Reeves has passed away, author and writer among his numerous works. He wrote several episodes of Batman the Animated Series and many other animated series and books. So, may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Let's continue on. Oh, man. Oh, full circle. I know, Zach keeps on posting these images, but I did ask him about these images. And if anybody wants to know about these images, he's not hinting that these people are actually going to be showing up to the Full Circle SnyderCon event, sadly. I specifically wanted to ask him that on the Vodka stream. I was like, oh, man, are you teasing who's going to be there? So he's all, no, he just found like these old images that these images that, testing out the costumes and whatnot and the makeup and everything. So he wanted to do that. So, oh, man. And Reeves suffered from Parkinson's. That's no good. That's no good. Man, that sucks. That definitely does suck. So may he rest in peace. We're going to be talking about Zachary Levi, but this was kind of funny right here. It made me laugh when I saw it. But Zachary Levi, I mean, apparently he's just a guy. I mean, I'm very much like this too, because we kind of talked about like how when he was talking to Dwayne Johnson at Comic-Con, at last year's Comic-Con, he was kind of shifty and moving, but maybe he just does that when he's nervous, which is probably the case. But right here, he talked about how he's not seen Black Adam.
Did you watch Black Adam?
I have not.
You haven't?
I have not.
Are you gonna watch it?
Eventually. I mean, I've got a whole, full plate of other things that I need to get to in life.
Did you watch Black Adam?
I have not.
Yeah, he's got a whole plate of things to get to, before he watches a movie that's, 2 hours? He doesn't want to watch it. He doesn't want to watch it. That's hilarious. But yeah, there you go. He doesn't want to watch it. He does not want to watch it. He definitely does not want to watch it. That was hilarious. So, but yeah, we're going to talk more about Zachary Levi because, of course, he did a live on Instagram, and it's like one of those, oh boy, keeps digging the hole. And then, of course, we got Phil Cho right here again, now doing the blue, gray, and black and gold right here when it comes to the mech suit, the armored suit right there. So I think that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Wow, I think we already kind of knew this. Wow, Owen Wilson reportedly returning as Mobius in Deadpool 3. Wow. Yeah, we already kind of knew that. Hey, I'm walking here. That's right. More set images from the Penguin series, which is great. And we got some set images from the new Ghostbusters Firehouse movie that's going to be coming out, which I can't wait for too. So, yeah, it's going to be good. And then right here, guys, anybody who was looking forward to the Disney Plus Indiana Jones continuation, I don't know exactly what it was going to be that was going to be on there. Disney reportedly told Lucasfilm that they have to focus solely on Star Wars content going forward. Now, the source is that one fucking guy who, I don't know, like freaks out on people sometimes. Well, I don't know if he still does that, but Mr. Jeff Snyder. But hey, whatever. He's got his insiders. He's got his sources. I'm just telling everybody, just do a short round series. If you want to, I mean, come on. Mr. Kwan right here just won an Academy Award. Everybody's loving his story, his comeback story. Just give him a short round series. He already said that he would come back as the character. What they need to do when it comes to the new Indiana Jones movie is just inject him in there, do the scene where they're both in the scene and have an awesome scene, and then make a series about short round. Can we do that? That's what you do. Boy, but they're not going to do it because Disney doesn't know what the frick they're doing sometimes. Anyways, okay. This is a pretty cool Batman image right here from John Guang, or Jiang, whatever. I mess up on names all the time, so yeah, it's good stuff. Of course, we got the new poster right here for the Full Circle SnyderCon event right here. 10 years of heroes, 3 epic movies, one man's vision. Snyderverse trilogy. Absolutely beautiful. He's got all the logos right there in gold and the rebuilding of the statue that was destroyed in BVS. and that we saw destroyed still in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I did ask him about that. We'll talk about that. How I asked him about the statue and this poster and what things mean. Of course, he didn't say much. It's like, of course he didn't say much. And hopefully you guys watched my first reaction to John Wick 4. Didn't do a full review because I think I pretty much said what I needed to say when it came to walking out of John Wick 4 and just really just loving the shit out of it. And then, of course, me and Miss Nighthawk right here, we actually did a full like rewatch of the 3 John Wick movies previous over the weekend, and that was great. It was good to revisit all that. Yeah, and also a lot of people were like freaking out about the Universal logo that was in the full circle poster, and a lot of people were like, of course, doing that whole thing, put it on a tinfoil hat. What the hell? Did the Snyderverse get sold to Universal? No. It's just the fact that the AMC theater that they're going to be that Zack is screening Zack Snyder's Justice League on is on the Universal City Walk, and that should be just that's going to be great. Been on the City Walk many times. It's cool stuff. So just a fun day, and of course got my tickets, which is good. And then look at this right here, and I was like, Zack posting this right here, it was like, oh man, is Cavill going to be there? Be so awesome if Cavill shows up. So then oh man, because there's going to be complete disappointment from everybody in the crowd that, of course, he's not Superman anymore. But yeah, when he posted this, it was like, oh man, is he teasing that Cavill's going to be showing up for that Man of Steel panel? I don't know. I was like, we're all hoping for that. But hey, we'll see. He's shooting a Guy Ritchie movie right now. And then, yes, guys, the Full Circle event sold out in 5, 6, 7 minutes. It sold out, and I know there were a lot of people that got disappointed that couldn't get tickets. Yeah, I know it sucks. Yeah, we were all sweating bullets about it. And I'll tell you what. Autofill is your friend. Autofill is your friend when it comes to buying things, especially hot tickets. Autofill is your friend. Have all your information filled out, your card that you have, and your address and your name and all that stuff. Have that already filled out, and then just type in your security code and go. That's what I was telling people. I'm like, yeah, you got to have that autofill, because I filled out my information so freaking quick. So, yeah. Anyways. And then, of course, yes, we'll talk about that right now. Adam McKay's upcoming film titled Average Height, Average Build will star Robert Pattinson, Amy Adams, Robert Downey Jr., Forrest Whitaker, and Danielle Deadwyler. That's quite a cast right there. That's pretty cool. And then speaking of quite a cast, when it comes to Ghostbusters Firehouse, who knows if it's going to be called that, but the sequel to Afterlife has Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in it, Patton Oswalt, James Acaster, and Emily Aline. So got some new cast members when it comes to the new Ghostbusters movie that's coming out. So, of course, very much looking forward to that. And then this is one of the things I actually wanted to ask Zack on Friday too. But again, it was just you have them for a limited time. It just, you don't want to just question after question after question. But apparently when it comes to Slash Film right here, when talking about Andy Kayama right here talking about Rebel Moon Part 1 and Part 2 are getting an extended R-rated cut, R-rated versions. So his quote right here, and this is pretty interesting, and I'm loving it because I'm like, yeah, okay, if you're going to release something in movie theaters, which we're hoping that there's going to be a Rebel Moon theatrical release, yes, it's most likely going to be PG-13 because that's just the way that these studios kind of do things, and especially if it's going to be limited, they want to get as many eyes as possible. So we're most likely going to get 2 versions of Rebel Moon for Part 1 and Part 2. But he said right here, we just did the first temp mix for the preview of Part 1, and it's very exciting. It's a big, huge space. They probably don't want me to say this, Star Wars-y, Rebels Against the Evil Empire thing over all sorts of different worlds. It's really fun. There's going to be 2 films. I think we're mixing that from June to February. And there's also going to be extended R-rated versions of each of the 2 films. So we're going to be mixing 4 different features. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I think we're okay with that, right? Yeah? Yes. I think we're okay with that. Please. I'll gladly see the theatrical, and, you know, I mean, this is one of those things that, why not? That's how you sell this movie. You sell the product like that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. An R-rated Rebel Moon? Why not? Cinema. It's going to be cinema. Absolutely cinema. Memories. Real Anarchy. Ben, you know, posted this right here. The first time we got to talk to Zach, which was after DC Fandom. And, you know, look at how young we were. Oh, my God. Look at how young we were. Of course, this was like back in what? 2020? I'm going to say like 3 years ago almost. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But Ben posted this right here, which I thought was cool. Look at that. I had really, really short hair. I think that was after I had to shave my head because of the pandemic or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, just crazy how long ago that was. But that was the first time that we got to talk to Zach on the live stream, which was pretty cool. Pretty sweet. And then we got Eric Bailey right here, the Snyderverse trilogy. He made, obviously... you know, when we have the statue right here for Superman, he made these versions of statues when it comes to Batman and Wonder Woman. So the Snyderverse Trinity right there. Awesome stuff. Absolutely awesome stuff. Yeah, Steven was visiting, like, I think he was visiting in-laws or his parents or something like that, but he wasn't going to miss that stream. So, yeah, he had to be somewhere else. Like I said, all our backgrounds, I mean, my background looks kind of the same, but it's a little more romantic now, I guess you could say, but yeah. All right, and then, of course, Sucker Punch, one of the things that we were going to be talking about, too. Sucker Punch was released 12 years ago Friday. Perfect timing for Zach to show up on the Vodka stream. Absolutely. Of course, I got that. And then, yeah, Zach posting, of course, Kevin Costner's Pa Kent right there, you know, and then more images from, you know, just taking pictures of what they look like when they were shooting. Really good stuff. We got full circle poster right here. I guess, I don't know if it's from Jake right here, but it's a pretty damn cool poster. Look at that poster. That I would love on my wall right there. Who would not love that on their wall? I would. And then we got Richard Citrone posting about shooting Parademons. So even Richard Citrone posted like an image behind the scenes of him, you know, holding that gun and shooting some Parademons on the set, which was sweet. Okay, and then of course we got all the stuff right here, which yeah, we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over some of the things that were talked about and everything. So I'll get back to that. Just moving along here. Shay Hayton on the future of the Armyverse. He said right here, Planet of the Dead, always been our idea for the next one, but I don't think I'm at liberty to say anything more about the future of the universe. I don't know what I could say without Zach getting mad at me. So Shay didn't want to say too much. And that was more things that I actually wanted to talk about too, is like the Armyverse, what's going on with the Armyverse. But again, having Zach on for a limited time and just wanting to kind of shoot the shit and talk about, you know, the event mainly, it's just, that's what we're trying to fit in there. So next time, hey, look at this Batman the Animated Series poster right there. I wouldn't mind that on my wall. And then, of course, just retweeting a lot of stuff from that stream. Of course, it was Happy BBS Day, which was last Saturday, which I, of course, while I was editing some clips, you know, when I was editing some clips and misleading people, apparently, I had BBS on, so, you know, took a little picture of my TV right there. Watching BBS as I was editing. Pretty great stuff. Of course, we'll talk about that stuff right there. Keep going. And yes, rest in peace, Mr. Taylor Hawkins. You know, I got to say it right there, but I do have a little bit of, you know, like a shot of vodka right here that I wanted to just say cheers to the guy. So, favorite drummer to my favorite band. So yeah, he passed away a year ago. I was live on the Vodka stream when I found out. And I did like a tribute. You can actually look for it on the channel. If you see, you just type in Taylor Hawkins tribute. And I played videos. Ray and Aaron Bailey were on. And they were just, you know, they're along for the ride because it was just shocking. Just absolutely shocking. And, you know, like I said, that's my favorite band. He was my favorite drummer. And I just, yeah, couldn't do any more after an hour. I just wanted to just, yeah, bawled my eyes out. I almost say bawled my balls out. Yeah. Bawled my eyes out when that happened. So may he rest in peace. Yes, some fake news. I know. Total fake news. Uh-oh, Saggy's here. Just noticed that. I thought this was funny right here. You know? That's pretty funny. He's phasing. Of course, we'll talk about that. Dude, did you guys see this video? This is insane. This is absolutely insane right here. And I believe this happened in California. Look at this video right here. Apparently everybody's okay, so don't worry about it. But look at this. Tire, boom, boom. What the hell? I thought cars just did that shit in Michael Bay movies. That is insane. Did you guys see that? That is insane. It's just like the tire was, look at that, just launched that thing, boom. That's just absolutely insane. And then the tire comes back hey, I'm not done yet, bonk. But apparently the people, you know, anybody in the car is fine. I mean, I'm sure there's some injuries, but they lived and everything like that. But that was just absolutely insane. But it's just crazy how a tire made it launch up like that. That is just a big time freak accident. Just a crazy freak accident right there. Crazy freak accident, I tell you what. Oh, man. Scary sometimes, man. You just never know what could happen. Fear Jason making some cool gifts right here, adding a layer of like fog when it comes to the full circle poster. Thought that was pretty cool. And then, hey, Scott McClellan, man. Scott it's his birthday on Thursday. So, of course, we'll be wishing him a happy birthday. But if you want to really wish him a happy birthday, donate to his birthday fund, AFSP Alabama. He already reached his goal. He wanted to do 410, and 410 was reached. But hey, that doesn't mean we got to stop. So donate if you can. And then, of course, you know, always donate to AFSP. And of course, John Wick coming out over the weekend. Producer Erica Lee says she would love to potentially see Rina Sawanas. She's in the. If you've seen the movie, you know who she plays. She was in the movie, and you know her character was pretty badass. When it comes to John Wick, if they're, you know, Chad Shadesky, I always say his name wrong, you know, the director of all the John Wick movies. If he said that they are going to take a break, then by all means, we have the Ballerina spinoff coming out. We got the Continental prequel series coming out, miniseries. So by all means, do as much spin-off of the world, because the world is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't always have to be John Wick. Yes, we love Keanu Reeves. We love to see him. With his limited dialogue and, you know, his scrappling and the gun fu and everything. But hey, if they're going to take a break because, you know, they 4 movies in less than 10 years. So, yeah, 4 movies in less than 10 years. Expand the world. That's what I'm saying. Oh, then this was funny right here, which is not a new thing, but, you know, CNN, of course, wanted to bring this back up. If you're white and you've posted a GIF or meme of a black person, to express a strong emotion, you may be guilty of wearing digital blackface. Yeah, I've seen this before, and I saw this circulating around again, and I was just like, all right, well, I'm going to post a GIF of Will Smith doing the nah. Psst, yeah. Ridiculous. CNN still posting kind of that stuff. It's like, you know, that tweet right there got totally just ratioed. Yeah. So, digital blackface. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, come on. That's where you're taking it too far. I thought it was too far when, like, Jimmy Fallon had to publicly apologize for doing Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live, which he did a spot-on impression. Of course, yes, he had a black face, but he was Chris Rock in the sketch. Chris Rock didn't give a shit. I thought that was too far. Anytime that you had comedy happening where somebody was playing a character, like a white guy was playing a character of a black guy, it was for comedy. The context was that. I always thought that was too far. They went after Jimmy Kimmel. There was all kinds of, you know, stuff like that. It's like if you're actively mocking, sure, go after that. But if you're actually you're doing a comedy bit and you're doing like a spot-on character, no need to that. Stop it with that whole stuff. Come on. But digital blackface is just beyond. It's ridiculous. And Ayelet Zayar, of course, we know her, obviously, we know who this is, but obviously she responds to Vanessa Fisk's recasting in Daredevil Born Again. She says, sad not to take part, but I will always be Vincent D'Onofrio's biggest fan. So yeah, we all know that Vanessa Fisk got recast for the new Disney series. So yeah, but she, sucks. Sucks that she's not returning. Did you guys know that Spawn, the Spawn animated series that came out in the 90s, did you guys know that it's on HBO Max? I totally did not know it was on HBO Max. And guess what I was watching last night? I was watching some Spawn HBO series that came out in the 90s that I watched as a kid. Sorry, Mom. You probably wouldn't have wanted me to watch this series, but I still did because it's very R-rated. But hey, it's a great series, and I was watching it, but I totally forgot. If you watch the Spawn series, you have a young, look at that handsome devil. Look at that handsome devil, Todd McFarlane right there. He introduces all the episodes. It's pretty cool. Like he's inking like the comics, that he's created, and then he talks about the episode. He does like a little thing, but yeah, look at that young stud right there. But yeah. Yeah. Mama Film Junkie's there. But yeah, it's if you watch it, again, when they do the movie, just please base it off the books and base it off that animated series because it's very graphic, it's very R-rated. Just watch, I was watching the first episode going, yes, this should be the movie right here. This should be the movie, the new Spawn movie. When you watch the Spawn movie that we got, they just follow the beats of normal Hollywood stuff. The fucking books and the damn series does not follow the traditional way that you tell the story. Come on. So good. So good. Keep on going. Hey, look at this. Jeremy Renner is doing fantastic, guys. He posted this video right here. He's walking. Look at them right there. So he's doing good. He's up. He got the special. Obviously, he's being held as he's walking, but he's moving his legs. He's exercising and everything like that. So I now have to find other things to occupy my time so my body can recover from my will. So there you go. 40% of my weight. Computerized. Good on him, man. Good on him. He's feeling better. All right, who wants a little bit of a laugh right here? Look at this. Look at this dumbass right here. Ah, look at this. I'm cool. Yes. What an idiot. That's hilarious. Come on. Sorry. It made me laugh today. Come on. That was hilarious. And then look at this Flash poster right here from Dustin Lee Macy right here. Look at that thing. Looks like a version of Flash becoming Dark Flash right there. That's a cool poster. Like that shit. Hey, we got a new BVS by the minute by, that fake fan Stephen Colbert. So watch out for that. That's pretty cool. And then let's listen to Ben Affleck right here. Obviously, he's going to be promoting his new movie, Air, which I'm very much looking forward to. And he has an interview with, obviously with Matt Damon, his production partner. But just listen how happy Ben sounds in this clip right here.
Frankly, one of the lessons of growing older is it's not all about money. It's not the most important thing. You spend your life chasing money, you might end up with a lot of money, but you probably miss out on a lot of things. I haven't found that money changed any happiness that I had. In fact, that's the beautiful thing about this is the happiness was being able to be here every day in Los Angeles where my children are and see them every day. Have them come visit the set, work with my best friend my whole life. There's nothing more that I want in my life. I thought, well, this is it. This is what I've always wanted, And then I thought that might mean I'm about to die.
Guys, I literally had the same thought. I was like, this is we've actually reached the mountaintop.
Frankly, one of the lessons of growing
Love that
older-
clip. I mean, Zach is just, or no, Zach. I got Zach on the brain. No, but, Ben is just, he's happy making these movies. We already know that, he's done being Batman and he's not going to be doing any DC projects. He's going to be doing the projects that he wants to do. And, he just sounds like he's happy. I hope that he is. I really do. I mean, obviously in interviews, you never know. It could be some fluffing going on, but at the same time, it just sounds like he's very enthusiastic of what's happening right now. And of course, I like that little joke at the end. Maybe he's about to. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So, Andy Serkis says, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is going to blow minds. From what I've heard and what I've seen, there's some amazing conceptual artwork. So hopefully it does, because the ones that Matt Reeves did were awesome, and the ones that Andy Serkis did were awesome. So it's good. And then check this out. So this kind of makes sense. Play to your strengths, okay? Because and I see this a lot, and I don't care what anybody says. Keanu Reeves is a treasure. I've been a fan of Keanu Reeves ever since the first time I saw Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And it's kind of crazy. Even my dad and I were talking about this. We had breakfast yesterday morning, and we were talking about movies, and we were talking about John Wick. He hasn't seen the new John Wick yet. And he brought up, like, how crazy is it that the guy who played Ted in Bill and Ted is now this big action star? And it's like, yeah, it is. But, you got to play to your strengths. And when it comes to this right here, Keanu Reeves cut roughly 50% of his John Wick 4 dialogue per Wall Street Journal. Now, of course, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But he said, John Wick says 308 words during the film's 169-minute runtime. John Wick has 103 speaking lines, a third of which are one word. Yeah, he does a lot of, It's a shock when you work with him and how dedicated he is to not speaking. But it works for the character. Doing a rewatch over the weekend when watching all the John Wicks, it's like, he says very little. And then there's times where it's very funny. It's like funny elements that happen during it just because he doesn't say much. So, yeah. It's crazy. Crazy to think about, so. And then, of course, we have the spin-off series, the prequel series that's going to follow a young Winston when it comes to the Continental. That's going to be on Peacock in September. It's going to be 3 90-minute episodes, all set in New York City, 1970. So you're going to see a young Winston, the Continental. That's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that. So, all right, there we go. Yeah, he was great in Speed. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm taller. Yeah. Good lines. All right. Let's talk about Zack Snyder. Where is Zack Snyder? He was on the Vodka stream on Friday. Scott Sullivan. We're going to be talking about that. Yeah. Apparently I have to change the title for all this, although it's not like there's like a shit ton of people here. I think mainly people understood what was happening, but there you go. That's the clarification. Yeah. I'll probably tweak the title because I don't want to mislead people, because I'm already accused of like editing stuff and being a fake fan and a clout. Of course I got called the CC word, clout chaser. Yeah, as always. I always wonder about that, because I'm like, all right, so if Zach wants to come on to the Vodka stream, do I just say no because I don't want to be perceived as that? But then all of a sudden it's like, well, he deserves to go on other streams. Oh, okay, so only the ones that you want him to go on. You don't like me, so of course I'm like using him and everything like that and blah, 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 which I've said like, no. And I don't like to use the word using, because I did on Twitter, and of course people put that in my face. Using is a bad, now I'm saying he utilizes streams to promote the stuff. And that's exactly what Friday was all about. He wanted to come on to talk about the event and to drop some stuff. And we're going to talk about some of those things right here. And it was a great conversation. I think it was probably the most fun. Well, I mean, the last time he came on for Scott's unboxing of the Weta Workshop Darkseid statue. When he came on and Debbie was there, that was pretty fun. But when it comes to just like Zach coming on and, you know, being like kind of an interview kind of thing, I think last Friday was the most fun that we've had because it just was so relaxed, so great. He showed some stuff. The first thing that we did talk about though was Sucker Punch. Like it was, like I said earlier when we were talking about the tweets, it was the 14th anniversary of Sucker Punch on that Friday. So immediately I said, hey, happy anniversary to Sucker Punch. And then I brought up the fact that we still haven't seen the director's cut of Sucker Punch. And Zach talked about that. He talked about how, you know, the first time, I think one of the first times that he was on the Vodka stream, he talked about how, you know, the logistics of who owns the rights when it comes to TV and everything, that was what was preventing the whole thing of like, oh yeah, I can't have it exactly come out because of all that stuff, all those contracts and everything. And it's just the way it is when it comes to these movies, because all these networks and everything, when it comes to TV rights and all that, it's just like they're constantly tossing it everywhere. Then of course you have streaming rights as well. There's contracts, there's all that. So, you know, he's still looking into it. And hopefully eventually one of these days we will see his cut of Sucker Punch. And of course there's that hashtag out there if you want to utilize it to maybe help boost that. I mean, I know we have hashtags like crazy. There's the new hashtag like every freaking day, but there's a hashtag that's been around for a while, which was called, it's hashtag release the Snyder Punch. So that was a good one. That was definitely a good one to get behind, you know, because we still want to see at least that version when it comes to Sucker Punch, and hopefully one of these days we will get that. And then one of the things that a lot of people that were talking about when it came to Zach being on, it was like people again, there was like a Mandela effect that happened. There was like a Mandela effect or an alternate universe when it comes to today. It just seems like, you know, you could apply this anywhere, especially when it comes to the political spectrum, right, left, and everything. Because I'll follow right people, I'll follow left people, and when I see, like, when they look at a certain event that has happened, you know, that's been out there, it's like almost like there's just like two different movies being played, and then I'm watching a different movie too, and I'm looking at both sides going, what the hell are you guys talking about? You're wrong, or you're right about that, but it's just always weird. So when it comes to even nerd fandom and everything like that, apparently I asked Zach about The Flash. I did not ask Zach about The Flash. I didn't even have that written down. I wasn't going to bring up that. He brought it up, and here it is right here when it comes to the clip of him talking about The Flash and, you know, the fact that, hey, we got Zod returning. We got some familiar scenes that he created when it came to Man of Steel. And,
idiot.
Whoa, not that. Sorry, I got my drop still up. There we go. No, I know. Of course, that's going to be taken out of context. But here's the clip right here.
That Ezra's got his Flash movie coming. You know, it's just kind of fun to
talk about
like,
Ezra.
I have no idea what's in it. You know, it's like that'd be cool. That'd be interesting to watch.
It's gonna be interesting. It really is. Well, you got some people returning, you know. So
yeah, no, I know. I mean, the little parts, I'm like, oh, gee, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
So that's kind of exciting, I guess. Or wow,
Well, and then DJ and Brian, which I brought up DJ and Brian because, again, if you look at the VFX supervisors of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and of course you will see these two names within the credits of previous movies that Zack's worked on. When it comes to Brian Hirota and DJ, I had both of them on like a year and a half ago. You could look up for that when I had the Snyder guys, I guess you could say. It was a great stream, and hopefully I'll have them on again to talk about the Flash. But yeah, those guys were on there too. But yeah, Zach brought it up because he was talking about how, you know, obviously when it comes to the hero's journey and creating the cinematic versions of the characters and creating his universe, that he brought up the fact that, oh yeah, Ezra's got his Flash movie that's coming out obviously in June, and, you know, not everybody's looking forward to it, but it is going to be interesting because obviously they're utilizing scenes, and I know a lot of people just go, they're erasing the Snyderverse! How dare they? It's like, no, they're not. It's not like when the Flash comes out, the copy of all Zack's movies is going to just ash away like the end of fucking Infinity War. That's not going to happen, guys. There's no erasing. If anything, it's going to probably preserve it. You know, that's what we've been saying all the time. But just the fact that Zack did bring up that, did not ask him, guys. But of course, some people have that Mandela effect. Like I was like going, yeah, the Flash. What do you think about the Flash, Zack? What do you think about the Flash? Are you going to watch the Flash? No, did not happen. But yeah, people were just in my, I was like seeing that. I'm like, when the hell did I ask about the Flash? No, he brought it up. He's looking forward to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a filmmaker looking forward to a film that is not his. Even if it has the characters that he created. Obviously, Zack's name's going to be attached to it because he's probably going to have the executive producer name attached to it. But of course, you know, what can he do? What can he do? Erase the Snyderverse. Oh boy. So there was that right there. He's a traitor to himself, right, Draga? So he's probably, it's going to be interesting. And, you know, and one of the other things I wanted to ask too, because, you know, going back to the first time we talked to him after the first DC fandom, he was raving about Matt Reeves, the Batman trailer, and to the point where he said he texted Matt Reeves to congratulate him about it and saying how awesome that looked. I wanted to ask him what he thought about the entire movie, to be honest. And one of these days, I want to ask him about that, just to see. Because, you know what? Zack is one of my all-time favorite filmmakers. And when he praises other filmmakers, then I'm just like, okay, I want to get, like, what did you think about... I would love to just sit down and talk to Zack about movies. Is that okay? I could do that, right? Maybe? I don't know. Not according to some people, no. Because, you know, you don't ask the right questions, Dave. You don't ask the right questions. Then when you do, you didn't ask it right. Or I'm going to perceive the answer differently than it is actually perceived. That's what's going to happen there. You know, it's Jesus Christ. No, but I would just love to just talk to Zack about movies. And I'm sure he'd be down for that too. Just like how it got a little bit romantic when Steven was talking about mics and lenses. You guys saw that too, right? Of course you did. Oh yeah. Yeah, when he was just that was a funny moment. That was a funny moment when, you know, Steven and Scott came on, and then of course Zack was talking about how he probably needs a mic, one of the, you know, just for aesthetic and just you know, whatever. And then, you know, of course, Steven, being the technical guy that he is, started talking about certain things. And then Zack was just like, yeah, keep on going. Keep talking about that. Yeah, it's sexy. And then, of course, because there was that one time when Zack came on the Vodka stream after Army of the Dead came out, and he was shooting the shit with us. And then he started pulling out a bunch of, like, different lenses, because the guy's a nerd about lenses and how the technology and all this stuff kind of works. That's what makes him relatable. He's so relatable and easy to talk to. So easy to talk to. And then one of the next things that I wanted to bring up was, of course, the Jim Lee drawing. He showed off the Jim Lee drawing. If you saw the film, the short that I did, he did show off the Jim Lee drawing, which I thought was cool. Of course, you know, it was hard to see. It was a little bit hard to see, but, you know, this was like a screenshot right here that Mick recorded right here, but he showed like what's going to be on the new shirt and probably a poster as well. But of course, we have the drawing of all the heroes around Darkseid, who's in the middle right there, and we see his face. And yeah, he showed that off. That was like kind of like the best that you could look on. And Zack did mention that obviously when it comes to Batman, he's going to be at the bottom. But of course, he mentioned, you know, when it came to that info, whatever, I forgot what exactly it's called, but he was basing it off of that shirt that we have. You know, we got a nice little surprise right there. Jim Lee's art. So that was pretty sweet. And then of course, we got the whole selling the Snyderverse question, which Steven asked about. He asked about that, and it was kind of funny because it was like, all right, is that going to be brought up? Because that was one of the gripes that happened when it came to the Nerd Queens stream with Zack. Is like, of course, there was all kinds of things that happened. You know, obviously it was a great stream and it was a good introduction of what was going to be happening. And they had the two ladies from AFSP talking about the money raised and everything, which is what this is all about. Not about freaking nerdy squabbles that we have. It's not about that. It's about AFSB. But of course, there's some people out there that just, want to just call people names and call people out and everything like that. But anyways, so when it came to Steven asking the Snyderverse, selling the Snyderverse question, obviously it was like, okay, that's a hot button. Let's talk about that. And you guys, I of course did make a short about that, and then of course talking about Warner Brothers and James Gunn, and then of course I got accused of editing. I got accused of editing something out, and I edited for it to sound like James Gunn was something. I don't know. You guys saw some of that. It was like, all right, well, that certain person, at least she was nicer this time, because the last time Zach was on, which was not for questions or anything, he just joined a stream to watch the unboxing again, and we were going to berate him with questions. She went off on like a crazy, multi-tweet rant about how I'm an embarrassment and how I should delete my channel, delete my stream and everything like that. At least she was a little nicer this time, but apparently, yes, even though like I edited a short to try to fit the information when it came to that question and Warner Brothers, and then of course there was James Gunn that brought, and that was another thing I got that people were saying like, why are you asking about James Gunn, Dave? Why are you asking? I didn't. Again, is there a Mandela effect going on? I did not. I simply made a joke that, James Gunn's going to be joining that was a joke. Was it a great joke? No. But I was just like, James Gunn. And then, of course, Zach was like, James is a buddy. And it was kind of interesting because some of us kind of was like, well, remember he said, like, did he say, he might or he may or something like that? And we're kind of going like, wait, when we rewatching it, are we kind of going like, oh, wait a minute. Did he perceive that I was saying that a special guest for James Gunn was going to be at SnyderCon? But then James Gunn tweeted out, he responded to Ben, Real Anarchy, with the clip, and he said, like, he's not going to make it because he's going to be, like, balls deep in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but he's going to donate. So, but I'm still going, like, please, James Gunn, can you just at least back it up a little bit? Can you back it up a little bit? I was like, come on, James, back it up a little bit. Back it up. That's what I was hoping for. I was like, oh. But, yeah, let's see. Let's bring up, I'll bring up the clip right here if I can find it. Hold on. Where's it at? Well, there's that clip, and then oh yeah, where am I thinking? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, did I know? Oh, there it is, right here. Okay, so here we go, right here. We'll bring up the whole thing unedited because again, I was trying to fit a short in under a minute, and when it came to what I was trying to fit in the short, it was talking about the question of selling the Snyderverse that Steven asked. And, and it was a good question. That's what everybody wanted to be asked, right? I thought this is what the question wanted to be asked to Zack Snyder, but apparently, with all the stuff we're getting, it's like, okay, so we weren't supposed to ask a question, or we were supposed. You can't win. You just can't win, guys. You just can't freaking win with some of these people. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, what do you want? Again, I should bring up the what do you want? What do you want? Seriously, I need that drop, but I don't have it with me right now. But so here's like the full thing and then he of course brings up Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi, of course working for Warner Brothers right now. And but yeah, here's the entire clip right here when it comes to all this.
I mean. It'd be amazing if, I could like whatever control over the IP exists. I don't, that's not my part.
Okay. So a lot of people were trying to say like, I edited right there when it came to the amazing part. I'm like, you saw right there. You said it'd be amazing. Okay. And then what I was trying to do when it came to the clip was edit the breaks and the ums and the ers, because we all do that. So when you're trying to make a clip to put out there on YouTube for more people to watch the entire thing. Again, that's why there's no conspiracy when it comes to this shit, even though there's people trying to create conspiracies. It's like you could watch the entire, 48-minute interview with this guy? It's all right there. It's not edited. It's perfectly fine.
That's not my role. That's, as they say, above my pay grade, and I wish, but I would say that, look, I'll say one thing. Warner Brothers, as far as this screening event is concerned, have been incredible. This group now is beyond kind.
Beyond kind.
Caring and personal, and it's been amazing working with them. So I have no complaints. Beyond that, as far as the creative goes and what they're planning, I honestly have been busy shooting this movie. I have no idea what.
He's got a little movie
you got something going on.
See, that's another thing too. Is like, guys, he's working on this big, huge, like space opera. But again, it's like, what is he supposed to just drop everything and like? Again, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Yeah, I got a little thing going on. A
little
small
space movie. Yeah.
Literally.
Spaceballs 2, right? That's what you're doing?
Spaceballs 2, and it's gonna be, no, it's literally, all-consuming and
all-consuming.
And frankly, super satisfying and incredible creative endeavor. So I couldn't be happier with the scenario, the way it's worked out for me. But that said, like I say, if this is the hard questions,
the hard questions.
Really not. It's really not my call, I guess, is what.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, surprise guest. We have James Gunn showing up. Just kidding.
James is like, look, James is a buddy. So, I mean, James wrote Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We know. And
I got that poster right over there too. Yes, Stephen, not within arm's length. I'm sorry to disappoint tonight. I'm not really perfect every time.
You're ready for this.
Yeah. Well, no, that's helpful though. There's no way that Twitter will misconstrue any
no
of this
way.
or have any
no
issues
way.
with this discussion now. So
I mean, Stephen called it right. There's no way, and of course, yes way. That's exactly what happened. But and then of course people were saying like, yeah, look at Zach doesn't care. He's looking at his phone. I'm like, how many every stream he has looking at his phone. I thought he was actually gonna like, is he pulling up something? Because anytime that Zach looks down at his phone, I go, oh my god, he might be pulling up something. Or he's always got messages because again, the guy's a busy man. He's a busy man.
Not going to face
but
the same issues
he's
after
bored.
this
He's
one,
bored,
so
guys.
That's we're on a good.
Zach, I was curious though. It's a personal complaint that I've had, and sorry to bring this up, is that
what you said right here.
You're doing some great stuff with Netflix, and Netflix says.
But yeah, I know. I've tried to find the Pam and Abdi part, or Pamela and Michael DeLuca part, but I was just mainly to have that. I know he praised them big time when it came to. Of course, again, you could just watch the entire thing, but I'm not gonna like go through like the 48-minute interview right here. But yes, he brought up their names. He did bring up their names, which of course, when they got hired on as a pair, as a duo, when it came to Zaslav and everything like that, we were all going, okay, this is good. It's good. They're coming from MGM. They've worked with people before. I even said that from what I heard is DeLuca not really a big fan of Toby. And of course, Toby got ousted, so that was good. But yes, he did praise them there. Cool. And then you can watch the rest of that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But the interesting thing when it comes to the reaction to James Gunn, and I know people just absolutely hate James Gunn, and of course they want to spin the fact that that was all that was brought up too. By the way, there was no other James Gunn talk at all. I didn't have that on the list or anything. I wasn't going to bring up James Gunn. No, I wasn't going to do that. But then, he said he's a buddy. And I'm like, why is that bad? Can you tell me why is that bad? Why is that bad that Zack Snyder is buddies with the guy who's co-running DC Studios? Why is that bad? if you want more Snyderverse stuff, or you want Zach to be involved in something where that we can actually get maybe some kind of continuation of the Snyderverse, wouldn't it be a good thing? Wouldn't it be a good thing that Zach and James were buddies? Wow. To me, that sounds like that would be a good thing. I'm so glad that he praised Warner Brothers and everything, and praised Pam, praised Michael. Yes, that's also a good thing, okay? With all the shit that he went through when it came to Warner Brothers, the fact that he said the regime now, the team now, is fully backing it, which of course, people were like losing their minds a couple of weeks ago. I even went on Twitter because good old Grace was like, hey, Warner Brothers has to back up this thing and kind of give praise to it. I'm like, yeah. And some people are like, no, there's no way. Grace is wrong. You know, Warner Brothers would never give this to Zack Snyder. You guys are still living in 2018. It's not the same people. Not the same people. That's what I can't understand. It's like, stop being stuck in 2018, guys. It's not the same people. Of course, Warner Brothers had to back this up and give Zack praise, their blessing to do this. Of course. And then he just said it right there. He 100% just gave it out there right there. But again, part of the team is James Gunn, who is running DC Studios, the creative part. So when it comes to the campaign of selling to Netflix, which again, I don't, I don't know. Again, I just go like, that's just not, it's a poorly thought out campaign for 100%. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so why the vitriol shit when it comes to James Gunn? I mean, yes, obviously he answers to Zaslav, but Zaslav hired him. Now, who knows what's going on behind the scenes, because you never know. I mean, obviously, and I said this, last week, that, hey, all these guys have egos. James Gunn definitely has an ego. And you guys always knew where I stand on it. I'm not a fucking shill, but of course I get called one like every other freaking day. You know, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I am kind of like going, all right, let's see what you got, James. I hope it's successful. But I'm kind of like, I didn't want him to direct Superman Legacy. But I'm just kind of going like, why is this a bad thing? And if you wanted more Snyderverse, why is it like, oh no, but James, no, fuck that guy. It's all about, no. He's running the goddamn DC studio ship. So I just can't understand that logic or something like that. And it was such a bad thing that he said that James was a buddy. I'm not thinking that they're constantly texting, talking on the phone, or going to dinner or lunch all the time. Of course, it's not like it's that. But he just, they've worked together before. They've probably, shoot the shit on talking about comic books and goddamn movies. What's wrong with that? Regardless of how you feel about James Gunn, okay? People always tell me I don't speak for Zach. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I just hear things that he says and I'll relay it. But if if I don't speak for Zach, neither do you. See how that works? It's just so funny. It's just, that's what I've been noticing like the past 3 days. It's like, all right, yeah, I get it. I don't speak for him, but it sounds like you're trying to speak for him, or you're trying to spin this in a different way. I don't know what's going on with that. So, anyways, just getting off the chest of that. And the number one thing, though, was, obviously talking about but the number one thing is the fact that it sold out quickly. It's going to be great. And anybody who doesn't get to go, like I said, Vero is going to be hooking it up when it comes to live streaming and, with various different media people there. I mean, obviously the three of us are going to be there. We got Steven's going to be, writing some articles. We got me. I'm going to hopefully do some live streaming. We're going to be doing some stuff like that. Scott with Squadcast Media. It's going to be, covered when it comes to that. And I think there's some other people that are going to be there too. So, yeah. But other than that, it's just like, can we stop? Can we just stop with this stuff? I mean, I know it's a lot of it's projection. You don't deserve to talk to him. Okay. He's a friend. He's a friend. He's a friend. He's going to be on again, so expect more craziness. But yeah, I just don't understand. It's like, if you want more Snyderverse stuff, why are you going to just full on hate and be like, nah, you know, we shouldn't talk any kind of positivity by the guy who's running DC Studios. I don't get it. You know, I mean, I don't know. But I'm glad to hear that Warner Brothers is backing him up, giving him the blessing. Pam and Michael DeLuca, you know, Pam Abdi, but Michael DeLuca. I'm glad that they're also doing that too. But again, if you were to ask people, even in the digital sphere or the general sphere, if you were to be like, do you know who Pam Abdi is? No. You know who Michael DeLuca is? No. You know who James Gunn is? Oh yeah, I know who James Gunn is. He did those Guardians movies, right? Seriously. It's like, think about that, okay? Just because you know who Pam and Michael are doesn't mean other people do. But people know who James is. All right. Let's move it along. See, and then we got a sigh right there. Fuck James Gunn. Next topic. Jesus Christ. See, it'll never end. It'll never end. It's like, you want more Snyderverse, you're going to need James's help, because guess what? He's running the whole thing. So stupid. I just don't understand the mindset. You got to put Jesus Christ. God. I just wonder how these people, like, how do you go through actual real life sometimes? I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. But why so serious? Wait, that's not that Joker. This is a different Joker. All right, we got Joker 2. This is what we're moving along to, because, you know, we got the dark, what is it called? The Black Label, or the Elseworlds, which, you know, again, if we can get rid of the whole sell the Snyderverse to Netflix and maybe have it in the Elseworlds, and, you know, and guess what? It might not be live action because things are kind of changed right now, but hey, guess what? We can actually have Snyderverse in the Elseworlds, not on another freaking streaming service in a different studio, which is probably going to change some way or another. And guess who might actually have a little bit of say when it comes to that? But yeah, we got a bunch of Joker stuff that's happening, a lot of like images and everything, and videos and whatnot. So let's look at this. So we got some video right here. Turn off that. We got some video from the set because they shot a lot in New York City right here. Look at this. You got somebody with a clown mask, with a flare right there. Arkham Angels, that's pretty sweet. We got Gotham PD right there. The cop cars, just a nice little edit right here when it comes to the movie. That's pretty sweet. And then, of course, we look at this. The Gotham Examiner, Crazy in Love. Look at her right there. Miss Harleen Quinzel. Joker has a new love. So that newspaper was shown right there. And then, of course, this is what she looks like. Yeah, pretty, basics, not too crazy. We don't have the pigtails or anything like that. But there's Miss Lady Gaga wearing a red coat frilly thingy right there with the black diamonds. So not too bad. Got the little bit of eye makeup. Not too crazy. I didn't think it was going to be that crazy. I didn't think she was going to be holding a mallet or a baseball bat or wearing the Gesture costume. But it looks pretty. It looks good. I like it. I dig it. I like it. I definitely like it. And of course, yeah, we had her like walking her right there. She kisses somebody right there. So she's going to be a firecracker when it comes to this. But yeah. Had her like kissing somebody right there as she's walking up. Yep. Yeah. Gonna be fire. And then, yeah. This is the lady right there that's holding the crazy love right there. So that's cool. We already got some art right here. This is from Bat Vector. Already making some art when it comes to this. Pretty sweet. The crazy love. Crazy love. Yeah. So, and then there's Joaquin Phoenix walking on set of Joker right there. That's a pretty cool image. Like that, like that. But yeah, we got some more images of her right there. She's wearing the skirt, and she's got the stockings that have also the diamond shape on there too. So it's a leather skirt as well. And then there's this guy again. We already saw this guy, which we're kind of wondering, like, who exactly, is this a random guy or is this somebody in his head? And of course, we got director Todd Phillips right there, so that's pretty sweet. There's Lady Gaga, you know, getting a cigarette in. Why not? But that's pretty much it. I mean, you guys saw a lot of that stuff. Videos and everything when it comes to Joker 2. It's going to be interesting because we know it's a musical. And that's the intriguing aspect of it. The fact that it's going to have a musical element to it, and you just kind of wonder how much. And of course, you got Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, so I mean that helps. And we know that Joaquin Phoenix, he can carry a note. He played Johnny Cash, so curious to see what's going to happen. That first trailer is going to be something. DC Elseworlds, guys. DC Elseworlds. Just use that hashtag. You know, that one I would be like, okay, now you're kind of thinking a little bit. Sell Snyderverse to Elseworlds? I don't know. Or make Snyderverse Elseworlds. Maybe, I don't know. Because it ain't going anywhere. They're not going to sell. That's all. They're not going to do that. But fuck James Gunn. Anyways, okay. Jonathan Majors. Oh, man. When we saw this, we're like, no. Everything's going so well. You're the new big baddie of the Avengers. You were just in Creed 3. You might be in more Creed movies. You're going to be in a lot of movies. You're a star, kid. You're a star. And then all of a sudden we get allegations like, what? And it was kind of crazy when it came to all this, because then it was like, oh yeah, we had allegations. There was allegations against Jonathan Majors that, yeah, he was charged with assault, strangling a woman, stuff like that. And it was like, oh no. Then it went back and forth, because then it was like, all right, he and his lawyer were saying like, no, he's completely innocent. We have proof of that and blah, blah, blah. And then of course you kind of go, all right, maybe, you know, a disgruntled ex-girlfriend, something like that and everything. And it was just kind of like, no. You're gonna, Jonathan Majors is gonna be like the new star of everything. And then, of course, Kevin Feige and fucking Marvel Studios are probably shitting their pants when they're hearing about all this. They're like, oh, God. But here's the latest from Variety. Jonathan Majors charged with assault and harassment following New York City arrest. Jonathan Majors was arraigned on Sunday on several assault and harassment charges, according to the Manhattan DA's office. In the complaint, the unnamed female accuser, which apparently was an ex-girlfriend or a current girlfriend, claims the defendant did strike her about the face with in an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration behind her ear. She also claims put his hand on her neck, causing bruising in substantial pain. Majors was arrested on Saturday in Manhattan in an alleged domestic dispute. He was charged with several counts of assault in the third degree and 3 accounts of attempted assault in the third degree, 1 count of aggravated harassment in the second degree, and 1 account harassment in a second degree. The DA's office says a judge released Majors on his own reconnaissance and granted a limited order of protection. His attorney has disputed the claims, saying that Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and it's provable, it's absolutely provable, the victim of an altercation with a woman who knows. His criminal defense lawyer, added, "We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently." So they're saying that there's also video footage from the vehicle where the alleged incident took place, witness testimony from the driver and onlookers, and 2 written statements from the woman recanting the allegations. A representative for Majors also denied the allegations. He has done nothing wrong, his publicist told Variety over the weekend. "We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up." So, woof. Eek. So hopefully that does happen. But man, I tell you what, And I saw people like comparing this to Ezra Miller. I'm like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? I mean, like, oh, they were comparing it to the whole Ezra Miller thing, and it's just like, we're doing this. I mean, that's the thing. It's like every little thing is different, and then of course you could do your not even to get into that. But yeah, people are saying that, but we'll see. But man, I mean, hopefully it does happen, and hopefully it's just disgruntled, you know. Apparently there was something that I remember reading too, that he was worried about this woman, which I guess was a girlfriend or somebody he was dating, I don't know, and was worried, you know, because she was kind of cuckoo, but, you know, again, you just got to wait it out and see what happens, because, you know, obviously, or there's already people that think he's a monster, and that's not good. It's not good PR, because, yes, it's like, oh, man, he's just like, he's the new big baddie now, so, man, I tell you what, it's just like this kind of stuff happens, and immediately, I mean, again, we're like, you know, if you watch The Boys, you kind of just go like, oh man, some of that stuff's kind of happening in real life when it comes to these big movies and actors that are part of these big movies, because yeah, it's not good PR for sure. But I mean, hopefully it's not true. He seems like a legit dude. I mean, I'm just going by interviews and whatnot, but I mean, if it ends up being true, then, you know, nothing you could do about it, but we'll see what happens. So we'll talk about it when we hear something. I think there's going to be a hearing like in May, I think, or something like that. I think that's what I read, that it's going to be in May, so. And then you have Zachary Levi. Oh, man. Well, let's, first off, well, okay, all right, well, let's bring up this video first. Let's bring up this video. I'm going to bring up, let's see, okay, is it this one? Let me make sure I got the right one here. All right, so here's the video right here that a lot of people were passing around, which I thought was kind of funny. So here's the video. Firstly, because he did a live, I think it was on Friday. And this is what he had to say right here when he was trying to like get people like, hey, go see Shazam 2.
I love Keanu Reeves. If you want to go see John Wick, fucking go for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. But John Wick's not a family movie. So if you're looking for a movie for your family or your date or whatever, or you just don't want to get into like hardcore, you know, pop. Go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. We are a far better film, and those of you who have seen the movie know this.
You got that, and then of course you look at the box office, and yeah, it came in third. Creed 3 actually beat it. It got a 69% drop. 69. I think it was like people were even talking about even having like even a more of a drop. When it came to that. But yes, when it came to the box office, obviously we knew that John Wick Chapter 4 was going to be big. Box office projections were showing that. And yeah, my theater was full and everything like that. But yeah, it did drop to that. And it currently sits, of course, at $101.7 million worldwide. So nothing wrong with that. But let's watch the full video because, again, full videos are out there. Yes. This is a little more egregious because somebody edited that because he said, our movie is far better. That's not what he fucking said. This is what he said right here. So again, this is where I defend Zachary Levi when he talks about how things get taken out of context. That video on TikTok got spread around like crazy, and then you got the real one right here.
I think John Wick comes out. Listen, I love Keanu Reeves. If you want to go see John Wick, fucking go for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to.
Off? Is that what he's going to say?
But John Wick's not a family movie. So if you're looking for a movie for your family or your date or whatever, or you just don't want to get into like hardcore, you know, pop, go see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. You will thoroughly enjoy it. It is a throwback to all of the movies that we knew and loved when we were growing up in the 80s and the 90s, guys. It's Amblin, it's Lucasfilm. It feels all like that. Is it a perfect film? No, I don't. I'm hard-pressed to think of perfect films. But we are a far better film than some of these critics, reviewers have given.
So that's what he meant by far better film. He wasn't saying it's a far better film than John Wick 4. again, you gotta watch the full video, which again, I'm perfectly okay with. You watch a clip, watch the full thing. It's ridiculous. And here we go right here where he talks about headless Superman and Henry Cavill.
Wonderful people in these organizations and everyone within the Shazam production. For years, we have been doing everything we can to fight for you, the fans. Yes, even all of you fans that don't like me. All of you fans who love Henry Cavill, we tried desperately to get Henry Cavill in the first movie. He wasn't a headless Superman because we wanted him to be a headless Superman.
Nah.
We were thwarted. All of these hardworking people were thwarted. We were not allowed to have that happen, okay? That was not on us. That was not because we didn't want that to happen for you. Listen, guys, I am a comic nerd. I've been growing up with this stuff. I love all this stuff. I want to blow all of your minds with all the crossovers and all the goods. And trust me, it bummed me out greatly when we couldn't get Henry Cavill. I wanted him so bad in the first movie, and we couldn't get him. That was not because we didn't try. That was not because we chose not to have him there. That was not on what.
But at least they got Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, right? And I loved how much she promoted it. She has said nothing about it. Desperation. He also talked about, too, like recently about how he was promised a bigger role for his role in the Thor movies. But then, of course, he got killed off like instantly in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, he just, you know what? And it sucks, too, because, again, context is everything. And I know, like, a lot of people hate him. He's not well liked. I mean, you know, it does get harder to defend sometimes when he goes on these, you know, craziness, but I know he's you know, he fell into a, you know, he suffered from some mental health issues and depression because, you know, I actually watched the full Joe Rogan interview, not just watched the certain clips that were getting passed around. I actually listened to the whole freaking thing. You know, crazy how that is, that you can actually watch an entire thing, not just a clip, but everybody's, you know, attention span is like, you know, everybody has the attention span of a fucking hummingbird. I don't know. Anyways. Full context, right? But Zach, just relax for a little bit. Relax. Movie's not doing well. It's not going to do well. Maybe it'll find life on streaming. Maybe it will. But that's it. No more. Don't need to. Most likely not playing Shazam anymore. Most likely. But we'll see. We'll see. But I think, yeah, he needs to relax on it now, so. Poor guy. I like Zachary. I feel bad for him and the cast and crew of the yeah, it's not a terrible movie. You know, the first couple of acts I was kind of like, you know. I do plan on watching it again. I thought it had a strong final act, though. I really did think that. All right. Let's get the questions here, huh? All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Make sure. I'm sure, I don't know, is there going to be any vitriol shit? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty sweet. Okay, cool. Thank you for sending the graphic. I didn't see that the first time. All right, first off, we got Darkness Under the Wind. If Majors does get charged for being guilty, if more things come out, could Phase 5 and 6, in your opinion, possibly change when it comes to the big bad of the multiverse? I think they would just replace him, to be honest. I think they would just replace him. Eric Blake. Hey, Dave, got to say, one of my favorite moments from the Vodka stream is Steven, who Zach's on record as saying a Yeti, yes, recommending Zach buy for his microphone. Yeah, he said that before. I think maybe he was doing a callback of that. Kevin, Batman fan. I got the Batfleck pop for the Flash by looking at the Funko art and the McFarlane figure. Do you think the The bat flick, the bat suit was supposed to be. I don't know. See, that's what's so weird about that. So yeah, it does look. It looked like it was supposed to be blue, but I don't know. They can't make a decision on what the hell the color is gonna be on that damn thing, can they? Tet, remember when Harrison Ford wall slammed Chris Pratt and said only I can be Indiana Jones? I think the franchise should die with him, to be honest. I do love Ke Kwan. I know, I think they could do a spinoff with him, though. Just bring him back. Devon Wooter. Hello, Dave. I just watched John Wick 4. Oh, my God. That film is so amazing. I agree. The final act was crazy. Yep. I can't believe John Wick... Yeah, okay. Spoiler alert. It hasn't been a week yet. Jeez. Hopefully anybody who hadn't seen it yet didn't see that. I'm going to have to pass about the rest of that. But he did ask about Sucker Punch, and hopefully that does happen. Anyways, Phil, aren't you happy every time Zach makes an appearance on the Vodka stream? I am happy because he's a great dude. He's a friend. He's very easy to talk to. But of course, there's other people that are never happy that he's on with me, of course. Mr. Nobody, hey Dave, do you think the future DC Elseworlds projects will make more money and be better critically acclaimed by the fans and critics than the regular? That would be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if they'll make more money. I mean, I don't know. I want it all to make money. I want it all to be good, but obviously the Elseworlds movies could be very more direct. I don't know. It's always very interesting. But yeah, there's the graphic that Mr. X Fire put right there. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Got the brick overlay. I like that. It's pretty sweet. The Film Junkies Vodka stream. It's pretty cool. I really like that. Sir Manolo, I'd like to know your thoughts on Zach's comments about WB selling Snyderverse to Netflix. He didn't seem to close the door. Yeah, I did talk about that already. So, Alakazoo, no question for you, Dave. Congrats on the Vox stream. It was great. And a big fuck you to all the assholes that were trying to shit on you. They are so stupid. They can just go fuck themselves. Whoa! Just dropping that bomb. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, no matter what. I mean, last time Zach was on, which was just to watch the unboxing, I didn't ask the right questions. There wasn't supposed to be questions. And then when it came to asking the right questions, apparently we didn't ask them right. So you're never gonna win. Never gonna win. You know, there's nothing you could do about that. And I think we got some good info from his appearance, and hopefully we'll be getting more. But you know, like I said, he's just, you know, I like that it's a relaxed environment. When he comes on, he's sipping a beer, you know, he's in a room, it's dark, you know, he doesn't have to be on. You know, he doesn't have to be on. He's not doing a press junket. He's just shooting the shit with some people that like his work. I mean, he's one of my all-time favorite directors. So anytime that he wants to come on, I'm going to have him on. I don't, you know, it's not going to change. I mean, and the most part, guys, when it comes to the negativity, it was like 5-10%, maybe less. I don't know. But of course, they're always the loudest. But I got so much positivity Saturday, Sunday, and even today. I had so much positivity. You guys, people in my mentions, DMs. I got a lot of positivity when it came to that. So I always try to look at it like that. That's why I didn't engage. You know, I engaged on one certain tweet. Maybe I responded to another one, but I didn't want to do like another. I wasn't feeling frisky on a Monday to like engage. I wasn't really feeling frisky to do it on the weekends because I was looking forward to, you know, hanging out with the girlfriend and watching John Wick movies. By the way, showed her 300 as well because she hadn't seen it yet. She enjoyed it. It's very easy to sell your girlfriend 300 because you're like, hey, you want to watch like a bunch of sweaty dudes in underwear and capes that have like, you know, it's just full of abs and nipples. You want to watch that? Sold. Yeah. But I was looking forward to that. I just like kind of logged off Saturday into Sunday and it was great. Had lunch breakfast with my dad. Yeah. But I got mainly positivity. And also, you know, my mom was in the chat. Mama Film Junkie was in the chat. My dad actually was in the chat too. He actually watched it. I told him that happened. And other people that know me were in the chat, friends of mine. got all kinds of positivity. So yeah, of course I have to comment on the negativity. Got to do that because obviously there's going to be people that want to grift this whole thing. And sadly, that's just the way it is. Of course, like say I'm grifting. I don't know what I'm grifting exactly. I'm just talking to somebody that I respect and admire and find inspiration in. So yeah. So most of the thing is just positivity and, looking forward to when he comes on again. And it's, supposedly going to happen. So, but the biggest thing is we talked about AFSP. There was a portion that they would never even clip out too. There's a portion where Zach thanked myself, Scott, and Steven for doing what we did to help push the AFSP thing. And I think he would say that gladly to any one of his fans. Any one of us who's in the fandom, he would gladly say thank you for helping raise this money and raise awareness. Okay, and I'll even say that to my biggest detractors, the people that hate me the most, the people that were shitting on the thing. If they donated $1 or gave awareness and posted anything and whatever the hell, hey, good job. You were a part of this too. It probably won't be reciprocated, but I don't give a shit. It's just what it's all about. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Good stream. Good stream. Thank you guys for clicking in. Always good times. So make sure you smash that like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. If you want to become a member, like I said, every Wednesday stream after that, we do a post stream where you can pick my brain a little bit more and everything. Subscribe to the Patreon. I try to give some exclusive stuff. I posted something there today about this kind of stuff. So go check that out that I heard. So go, do that. Follow me on all the various sock meds. All the sock meds, follow me right there. Do all that, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. No stream tomorrow, of course, but yeah, we'll be back here Wednesday. And love you guys. Talk to you later.